Both opposing reparations for slavery and remaining neutral on the issue are racist to Kendi. Hoping for a post-racial society is also racist. Voter ID laws are racist. Opposing Kendi's specific ideas of how to tackle climate change is also racist. Supporting a capital gains tax is also racist. This worldview goes out of its way to impose race into every discussion, says Murray. Many go along with whatever Kendi says just to avoid being called a racist. This has been a very effective strategy for him. Kendi writes in his best-selling book, How to Be an Anti-Racist, the only remedy to racist discrimination is anti-racist discrimination. The only remedy to past discrimination is present discrimination. The only remedy to present discrimination is future discrimination. Here, it is important to note that Kendi has simply changed the definition of discrimination against white people from racist to anti-racist. Voila! Like magic, he transforms race-based discrimination into anti-racist activism. Kendi has also written How to Be an Anti-Racist Family and Anti-Racist Baby for babies worried about their creeping whiteness. Kendi, who directs the Center for Anti-Racist Research at Boston University, says, in order to be truly anti-racist, you have to be anti-capitalist. Now we get down to brass tacks. Kendi's primary goal is not to build a kinder society where people are no longer racist. His fundamental goal is to tear down capitalism and build a Marxist society using race as a front for his ideas. This places him squarely in the legacy of critical theory. Coleman Hughes challenges Kendi's claim that capitalism is racist, noting that railroads in the Jim Crow South led the charge against segregation in the court case Plessy versus Ferguson, because segregation was cutting into their profits. The same was true of the housing market in apartheid South Africa. Simply put, racism is bad for business. Growing up in church, there was a joke where a Sunday school teacher asked the little boy, what's brown and fluffy with a big tail? And he says, it sounds like a squirrel, but I know the answer is Jesus. And the joke is that in church, no matter what the question is, the answer is Jesus. And I feel like that's the same way with Ibram X. Kendi. No matter what the question is, the answer is racism. If Kendi were to ask me my favorite ice cream, I'll be like, maybe mint chocolate chip, but I'm pretty sure the answer is systemic racism. I'd be afraid to answer what my favorite ice cream was around any critical race theorist. If I said vanilla, I would be giving a preference for whiteness. But if I said chocolate, that would be cultural appropriation. It's always a no-win. Their paranoia about race spreads to others because no one wants to be called a racist.